Hi, I'm Amanda Loza. I'm a behavioral health educator here at the Hernried Clinic. And what I wanted to do today was get into the Keep It Off app so we can look at exactly how to record your food entries, all things meal replacements, lean and green meals that you're putting in. Also, how to favorite some of those items so that you can refer back to them for future use, and also ease of being able to record. The system, the app will actually remember things that you enter regularly. And so I want to show you how you can go back and reference those in addition to creating recipes. If you have lean and green meals that you enjoy and that you eat often, let's say for example, grilled chicken on top of a big green salad, then I want you to know how to favorite that and also create that recipe so that you can reference it and plug it in easily without having to build and create that salad every single time, for example. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start here on my Keep It Off app, which is under my health folder. So here we go. We're on the front page of the app. And first thing that I kind of want to show is you press that plus button that's at the bottom of the screen. The fork and spoon are where you do all of your nutrition entry. So I haven't entered anything for today, so I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. Let's go to breakfast for starters. So plus on the breakfast. All of the Keep It Off meals are the first things that will pop up, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and search for the chocolate pudding. That is actually one of my favorites. So chocolate pudding, let's see, just search chocolate, and now you can see here, scrolling down to chocolate pudding right there. Quick add is highlighted in the navy blue, so I'll go ahead and add that. And now you see it populated under breakfast. So chocolate pudding for breakfast. Now I'm going to do a scenario where I'm having exactly what I mentioned earlier, which is that grilled chicken with salad for lunch. So I'm going to go into the lunch. Now you actually, instead of where it's highlighted above at Keep It Off meals, you need to go to the search button and start typing search for food, because it's not going to populate under Keep It Off meals. Those are exclusively the row barred New Direction meals. So up on the search, I'm going to type in chicken, for example, and then push enter. And so I did happen to use, let's see, boneless, skinless chicken breast right here. Okay, I did happen to use the 4 ounces. So this works out really well actually, because it's that exact 4 ounces. So I'm going to select that. And you see down here, it says quick add or create a recipe. So there's kind of, 2 options here that you can click on. I'm going to click on create recipe. And now you see that this is populated down here under current ingredients. It's got my boneless, skinless chicken breast. I'm going to name this. So let's call it chicken salad. So I'm naming that. And that right up above recipe name. And now I want to add more ingredients to this. I'm also going to change it because I already entered my breakfast. That was the chocolate pudding. So I'm going to change this to lunch. All right, so that's meal type lunch. All right, now I'm going to add another ingredient. Right here it says add new ingredient. And now I need to search for my greens. So let's get some lettuce on there. Okay, romaine lettuce, iceberg lettuce. Here we go. Actually, this works out really perfect. The iceberg lettuce and 1 cup of chopped, in my case, iceberg lettuce. So I'm going to add that. Now it populated. So now I've got my chicken breast and I've got my iceberg lettuce. All right, let's go ahead and add some cherry tomatoes. And got to make sure that I get the right quantity, about half a cup. And so cherry tomatoes. Okay, here's cherry tomatoes at 1 cup. So this is actually good. Let's see if there are other serving sizes. Yes, there are, but it doesn't have half a cup. So what I'm going to do is, oh, that's interesting. It actually does also measure it out in ounces. All right, so let's go ahead and just add the 1 cup of cherry tomatoes. But now I'm going to go into the cherry tomato and I'm going to change that portion because it actually wasn't an entire cup. So see how it says 1 serving, 1 cup? I'm going to do a fraction of that. So I'm going to go to 0 servings and then I'm going to change that to half a cup. All right, so it's 1/2 of a cup because that's actually what it was. So I've got my half a cup of cherry tomatoes, my 1 cup of iceberg lettuce, my 4 ounces of chicken, and now I'm going to continue to add, just because I did actually have some carrot in this salad as well. All right, so carrot, 1 cup chopped. See, we come across that same scenario. So I'm going to do half a cup of carrot, add that, and change the amount, 0 and a fraction in half cup. There we go, half a cup of chopped carrot. And now I've built my chicken salad, right? So really looking really good. My chicken salad is 158 calories. It's got 24.8 grams of protein, 10.7 grams of carbs. It's got 2.9 grams of fat. And I can also look at my fiber, right? That's important. So I'm getting 3.4 grams of fiber out of this salad. So even if I were to net it out, I could net it out. So this salad has a net carbs of 7.3, and that's just taking the total carbohydrates of 10.7 minusing the 3.4 dietary fiber, and that's how I get my net carb of 7.3. So this is looking good. This is a really good kind of lean and green meal. So I've saved that to my lunch entry. And now if this is, the chicken salad is the kind of thing that I will do very often. So let me go back and click on my chicken salad. And now if you notice up here, right underneath recipe name where it says chicken salad, you can click add food to favorites. Boom. All right. So I want to save that because I want to save that to my favorites. And now let's just pretend for purposes of going into the favorites folder. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to enter my dinner. And let's go, you can go to recents, right? Recent things that you have entered, right? And you can see right here at the top of my list under recents is chicken salad. And now I'm going to go to my favorites, and it's also under my favorites. Yay. So I now have it under favorites, and I can select that. Let's just say I did a repeat for dinner. So I did the same exact chicken salad. So now I've entered it as my chicken salad for the day. Now I'm going to add another meal packet in here because it's not just the one meal packet. Let me go ahead. I really am liking the new vanilla advanced, that vanilla advanced pudding is one of my favorite kind of new things from the new options that we have. So the creamy vanilla pudding, I love that. So I'm going to add that, quick add. All right, and there we go. I now have populated my chocolate pudding, my vanilla advanced pudding, and then 2 of the chicken salads to kind of compose my day. So you can drill down and see what your day looks like as a whole. You can see here it's 714 calories, 103.5 grams of protein, 44.4 grams of carbs, 11.8 grams of dietary fiber, and 16.8 grams of fat. All right, pretty good. Now I want to show you something that is kind of a good way for you to look at your progress overall. So if you go to progress at the bottom of the screen, you see it looks like a bar graph. And then you go to daily intake calories. See that? I can see my week at a glance. All right, so I can see how many calories I ate on each day. You see, I just selected May 10th. On May 10th, I ate 1,196 calories. So you can click on each of these bars within the graph, and you can even look at a glance at your monthly intake. So see this? I'm looking at my month at a glance from April 13th to May 13th and seeing just how things are looking for me. See, I can tap on this, the one that is kind of rates highest on my personal bar graph. What's that one in the middle there? All right, so it looks like on April 28th, I ate 1,535 calories. So that was the day that I ate more calories than what seems to be my trend and seems to be my norm. So anyhow, it's just a way for you to look in and kind of look at both your weekly averages and also your monthly average, which is really important, you know, when you are looking at trends over the course of time.
Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it was helpful, and we'll definitely come back for other videos with more content on other uses of the app.